We're on.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Cuppa and Debrief for this week. It almost didn't happen, but we're on.
We're here.
The things that I had to get done this morning to make this happen, you would not believe. You'll probably hear it by the end of the call. And Steph's in her pajamas. So that's what we're doing today. Snuggle is real. I wish I was still in my pajamas, actually. All right. So if you haven't been on a Cuppa and Debrief before, what we do is we use our 3-step process to unpack the week that was. So it's an interactive call. So if you're jumping on, just click the StreamYard link. So it just gives the software permission to use your name so we know who's commenting. Morning, Tracy. Thanks for jumping on. And it's interactive. So we need you to comment and interact with us. Otherwise, it's just me and Steph talking.
We're just chatting.
Yep, for half an hour. So, we're very insightful. So if you want to listen to us, feel free. But we'd love to interact with you. I'm actually just going to, I've got 1,000 tabs open. I'm just going to close them so they're not distracting me while we're talking. There you go. That's something I can improve upon, having less tabs open in my brain and actually on my computer would be helpful.
I was about to say that.
All right. So first part of our debrief is something that you've done well this week. All right, so we want to hear it. Type in the chat bar, what's something that you've done well this week? So often we, criticize ourselves for not doing the things that were on our list or, thinking, oh, I didn't get all those things done. But what about all the stuff you did get done? What were the things you did well? So Steph, what was something you done well this week?
Right. This week, I've been struggling with Charlie. She's sitting on the bed giving me eyeballs. But she gave me, So
are you talking about me, Mum?
Yeah. She's like... with the iPad, and she so in terms of just like giving it back to us, so we've had real problems like with that. She gets really stuck on it, and had set timers on our phone and everything, and nothing was really working. And then I discovered this really cool app. You guys probably know all about it, but it's called Countdown, and you can actually put you could put 10 seconds on it. And you can put like a Disney princess or a whatever or a thing that she's interested in. So we were it's ridiculous, but we were bribing her with marshmallows this week. So we'd put a picture of the marshmallows there. And when it's finished, it just goes like this big party celebration. And it's been the one thing that's really been able to stop her.
It's not like a ding, it's not like an alarm get off, it's fun.
Yep. And you can choose to lock these bits, so if your kids grab the timer, they can't pause it or anything. It's
excellent because they will. Is it called Countdown app or is it called
app? So it's got a picture of a little duck. I don't know if you guys can see little duck. Yeah.
No, that's not the one I'm looking at.
But it's really good, and it's been a game changer. So I think just finding things that work, and every now and again I feel like I get little insights or a little key.
Visual countdown timer. And it has a duck, with a little
So you can upgrade and then put lots of there's other features, but the basic feature suits us and it's free. And then with that we did a little visual thing that goes on a wall. Yeah.
Looks like that, guys. Visual countdown timer.
Yes. So such a good tool, and just completely speaking her language, and she's been so much more relaxed as a result. We've been more relaxed.
Awesome.
So really happy. Yeah.
Tanya has taken more chill pills this week. Well done, because that was actually your thing you wanted to improve upon last week, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think Facebook user is Michelle. Michelle, is that you? Went to 2 playgrounds on the same day and met someone new? Pretty sure that's Michelle Hogan. Michelle, just click the StreamYard link at the top so we can see your name. I, yesterday, took a day and did absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's my thing. And that's actually really challenging for me because I'm someone who often feels like it's a waste of time. Sometimes I get that. And yesterday I worked for Richie in the morning because he had footy. We're starting to do the football work juggle again. So looking forward to that. Love the football work juggle. Anyway, one of the perks of COVID was we didn't have to do the football work juggle. But I got home from that and Imi was with Dad and then going out with Alicia. Richie and Cooper were at football. I put my pajamas back on. I got under a blankie and I watched Netflix and ordered takeaway. I didn't even cook. Like I literally did nothing and I feel like a new woman today.
So good. You've got to do that. It's so important, especially for, with your MS. Like it's really, really important.
Yes, it is. And yesterday I had to message Steph and Trista, one of our Premier members, to reschedule an appointment that we had that morning. But I was like, you know what, if I don't listen to my body, like my with MS, it can affect people in different ways. And my speech gets affected when I'm starting to get tired. So I have to really concentrate on getting my words out. I get a bit slurry, so it sounds like I'm a bit drunk sometimes. I wasn't at 10:30 in the morning, but I just want to clarify that's how it sort of sounds. And I was like, you know what, if I don't actually say, sorry, can we please reschedule, I'm not walking our Thrive Tribe and Co talk, right? So appreciate the reschedule, and that was no problem. And I think sometimes we make up I certainly do. Sometimes I make up like, oh, but I can't cancel that, or it'll be a big problem if I do this, when really it's not a problem. Yeah, people are very understanding. Michelle, I think this is Michelle because it sounds like what we talked about this week. Broke up with her son's OT while she was on a roll and making a lot of phone calls in regards to her daughter. I carried the energy over and tackled all the phone calls.
Excellent.
Well done. Because we talked about that on our troubleshooting Premier call this week. So that was good. Got your big girl pants on and advocated like a mother, didn't you? Good job. Tracy, communication and not needing control. This is a real hard one for me, being a single mum and letting people in. Yeah, but I think if we keep everyone out, we miss out on so many good things as well. So like it's trying to find that balance about, if you've been hurt before and then not letting people in, you can miss out on the good stuff too. So it's about learning those lessons, I think. I have Hashimoto's disease and I'm the same, Sandy. I've had a flare-up this week and had to cancel many things. It's so common. I hear so many mums in our group with chronic conditions, so whether they're autoimmune like Hashimoto's or MS or mental health conditions or other health conditions. And unfortunately, I think our lifestyles, not by choice, but because of stress, often make us our bodies gravitate towards those things. So it's even more important for us to take those moments. And like I say this and people think I'm weird, but I am grateful for my MS in a way that it's shown me, like it's put a spotlight on what happens to people when they don't take care of themselves, but I just go downhill faster. So it's almost like a magnifying glass, and this is what's going to happen to everybody if they neglect their health. And that's why I bang on so much about self-care and eating well and resting and stress management and all those things, because I know how important they are for me and for our family. So,
and I think it's also just paying attention to those little signs you talk about all the time, like the tap on the shoulder. Yesterday we went away. We had a great day. It all went well, but we had a little bit of a ropey moment as we were coming home. And I felt like I was calm, but after it was over, I got upstairs and I said to Dave, I'm like, I just need to jump in the shower. I need a hot shower. And I could feel around my sternum, like I felt sore, like almost where I maybe was holding my breath and didn't even realize throughout that period of time, or like my back was like I was tense, or here, the tension triangle. And so it's about like just paying attention to those things after they happen, and then okay, so what does your body and mind need to bring yourself back to that point where you can be like, all right, I can move forward, or be more clear in that situation. So it's definitely the best.
Anyone else got anything they would like to give themselves a shout out for this week?
Tell us. No one?
No.
Quiet today, guys.
Oh, no. Maybe because it's 9 o'clock on a Sunday. Sorry, this is the only time I could do today. Steph's like, do you want to do it during the week? I'm like, no, nah. Doing the juggle is real this week. School holidays still.
Yeah. I didn't want to get out of my pajamas, but that's fine. We've done it anyway. To see my PJs and all is well.
That's all right. Maybe I should do a pajama party next time.
I think that's a great idea.
All right, so step 2 of our 3-step process is something that you could improve upon. Do you have one?
Do better. I would love to get my body moving more this week. I've been saying this for actually a few weeks. Like, I've been really busy, like everyone. And I know what I actually really need to do to feel better in my body. And like, my body's actually craving a bit of cardio and like just to, but
you're a weirdo. Craving cardio.
I love, like, it actually like makes me feel like I'm awake again. And I just am like, nah, I'll sit and do the stuff I have to do first, and then I'm too tired.
Yeah, it's funny, like, isn't it? I actually I did cardio twice this week, and you know how tough that is for me because I'm a weight. I like to lift weights, like that's
I'm not a weight
exercise I enjoy. But I committed to 4 days at the gym this week, and I did it 4 mornings in a row. That probably contributed to me needing a day off yesterday, but it's okay.
Balance. I'm not a weight person. That's it. I really do not enjoy a weight session.
Oh, I love it.
Isn't it weird?
Well, maybe you can do my cardio and I'll do your weights.
Just send some over.
Wouldn't it be good if we could do that?
Here you go. You're done.
Go for a run for me today, Steph. I know it's good for me. Can you do it for me?
Yeah.
Michelle played goal defense in netball well yesterday. Good job. Tanya, I think this is the thing she wants to do better. Not to lose it at the NDIS. Just received her plan, and she has 75% of what their day service costs. No respite for the year. Money for OT and speech assessment, but no money for continued service. Trying not to cry. Need to make a plan to get it sorted. Oh, it's a tricky one. Can you start using it and then because you've got 3 months to appeal? That's what I would start doing. I would start using it and spending like what you need to spend to show them that it's not going to last the 12 months. The other thing you can do, and my LAC suggested it to me, was that they often book your plan reviews in at the 9-month mark. So you can actually request it from 9 months, which is 3 months before your plan finishes. So, it's a little bit of a gamble in that if they take a long time to then approve it after that. Usually the scheduled reviews are quite quick. So I would start spending regardless, and then you've got 3 months to put in your review application. That's what I would do, darling. Take a breath.
You've got this one.
You got it. Michelle would like to get her stretch on. Michelle, actually, I would like to get my stretch on. I know that I should do it. There's that pressure language. I choose to make other things a priority and not do it.
Yeah. I've got my yoga mat staring at me from underneath my bed. Like I can see it out of the corner of my eye. Stretch with me.
I missed you.
And I'm like,
Tracy, motivation to write goals and actually start and stick to them. She just gets so overwhelmed. Well, Tracy, excellent that you have registered for the 11-11 project, because we will totally help you with that. You're going to achieve 11 goals in 11 days and you're going to feel awesome. So I'm glad that's your thing you'd like to improve upon. So that's kicking off, next Tuesday, Steph? 11-11?
Yep, when the kids
remember, if you add 3 or more people to our Thrive Tribe & Co Connect group, you can do it for free. So if you have friends that will benefit from what we do in Thrive Tribe & Co, make sure you add them and let them know so they know that you're adding them. There's nothing worse than being added to a group without being told that you're being added to a group.
Yeah, and also we want the people to be in the group to want to be in
there. Yeah, totally.
So,
good one, Tracy. How do I pronounce her name? Is it Belia or is Jess your first name? You come on the Friday night drinks call one night, didn't you, Jess? I'm sure you did. Kids returning to school tomorrow, so going to try my best to be organised and patient. Very good. I'm kind of a bit jealous that your kids are going back to school tomorrow. Is that bad? Amanda loves weight so much more than cardio. Woman after my own heart. I just dropped Coco off to Amanda, and Amanda was having a sleep in. So I woke her, and I think a herd of elephants could run through Amanda's house and she would sleep through it, because Coco and Kobe and Ryder were like elephants, and I'm like, yep, don't think she's going to get out of bed.
She's fine.
She's going to sleep through. Michelle, from the call on Wednesday, it sounds like, this is for Tanya, you need to do the assessments and get the reports. Yep, I agree. Yep. But start spending the money now, because you've got 3 months to put the review in. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Tanya agrees. You've been telling strangers about Thrive Shop and Co?
I think so.
All right, what could I improve upon? Well, before I let go of the need to just rest, before I decided I just need to rest yesterday, I had all those thoughts come up, and even throughout the day I was like, I really should get a head start on my uni course and start doing those readings. This is a bit of a waste of time. Am I really going to lay here all day? Like, I still had those thoughts in my head.
Yeah.
And it felt heaps better when I stopped thinking them. It's like,
allow yourself to be sometimes. Yeah. You know, I had a thought yesterday, like, so I love my family to death, but sometimes, especially this week, I feel like every time I've sat down to do something, like to just like pull a blanket over me, or like get a book, or like grab a cup of tea and take a sip, someone is like, Mommy, or someone is like, Steph, can you just, and it's like been really frustrating me. So maybe one thing I could do better is to I don't know, just carve out that time really specifically, and then also
say in a moment, or does anyone need anything before I sit down?
Yeah.
And once I sit down, I'm going to be seated for a little while, and I will not be getting you an apple or a milk or a water or.
That's a great idea. I need to make like a public service announcement to my household.
After this, it'll be at least 30 minutes before anything is happening. So if you want something, ask me now.
That's wonderful.
I guarantee you, it's like a magnet. It's like they're attracted. It's like you sit down, Mom, Mom.
It's amazing.
Can I have a water? No. Really? I just sat down.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Tracy contacted her LAC/planner and asked why areas of their plan were declined, and they advised I didn't have enough supporting evidence and suggested a capacity building assessment that helped her dramatically, and to spend the money. Yeah, you got to start spending it. Spend. I don't often get told that, but go spend the money. Amanda tunes out the noise. I do that too. Like, Emmy will replay the same thing on her iPad over and over, or the same part of a show on Foxtel, because it's recorded and she can backwards and forwards. And Richie and Cooper get so mad, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? Can't you just ignore it? Like, it just becomes like white noise to me. I don't hear it.
So I try and just ignore them sometimes, like if it's not urgent, but then they'll physically like jump in my face or like sandwich me so that I'm like in between the two of them. It's like a nightmare.
I need earplugs.
I need a mumcation. That's what I need.
We need a mumcation. I had a dream about the Gold Coast this morning.
Oh, that'd be nice on the beach.
I know. I was enjoying the dream. It was nice. Felt warmer. Michelle wanted to sit down yesterday and nut out some stuff she's got going on in the noggin. Ended up sorting out under the bathroom sink. Well, you sorted something out, so that is something you've done well. Yeah. The other thing I wanted to do this week was clean Imogen's room and sort all the clothes, and that was one of the things yesterday I was supposed to get done. So I had to let that go a little bit. So it'll happen eventually. It's been like it for a few months. It'll it'll wait.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
Yeah, exactly.
It is Jess. I thought it was Jess. It was a blunder on Facebook. Can't change it for 60 days. Oh,
Yeah. You can never assume though, so I'm glad we checked.
Yeah, I'm glad too. Michelle says Ayrton used to replay the Franklin and Friends theme song. Yeah, I know Tanya will feel me with this, but I feel like I've been listening to the Wiggles for like literally 10 years. Because Cooper's actually 11, because Cooper's almost 11, and we haven't grown out of that stage. Then there was High Five, and we're still in Dora. Maybe we're just
Dora.
destined to, yeah. But at least now she's starting to watch the actual movie, which is not so bad. Like, I think that's good. Like the one with the people in it, not the cartoon. Yeah. It's on Foxtel at the moment.
It's a good one, actually. I enjoyed the Dora.
Well, I haven't been able to sit down and watch it yet, but if I'm going to hear something on repeat, I feel like I don't need to actually sit and watch it. She doesn't let me watch the whole lot anyway. She only likes certain parts, so it's incredibly frustrating to sit down and try and watch a movie with Emmy because she'll get fixated on one bit and I'll be getting right into it, and then it's like she rewinds it back and then it's like, oh, really? Just getting into that bit.
At the moment, the girls are obsessed with Bluey, and I don't know if you guys know, but there's like and then Mom. So like they make us like go Mom, and then I have to jump out and do the dance, and then Dave has to go Dad, and then go. And one of the dogs looks like the mum, and one of them looks like the dad, so they think it's like our family because we kind of are like that, like our girls. They're obsessed.
You should totally do that on TikTok.
That'd be, maybe it's a TikTok day.
What is it? It's TikTok day today in a happiness project.
It actually is. Has anyone watched the video?
Has any of our premieres or our happiness project people watched the video from today yet? Please tell me you have. Special. Oh, hey, Amy.
Hey, Amy.
How you going? All right, so our last part of our 3-step process is gratitude. So what are you grateful for this week?
Coffee. I'm really grateful for coffee this week and this morning.
Probably overdone the coffee this week, I think.
Yeah, that's all right. Friday, you really need. I think you had too much coffee, which is probably not good for you.
Well, that was a bit like Harley Strong on Friday. Like, huh? What? What did you say?
What? I twitched.
Delirium.
Yeah, what am I grateful for? Coffee. I'm grateful for.
I'm grateful for Coco hugs this morning. She's so cute. She's just the best dog on the planet. I love her. She's not wearing off. Like, she's just every day she just gets better. Like, she comes up this morning and she literally lays with her nose at my chin and goes, gives me a little kiss on my chin. So, you're so cute. She goes, good morning, Mummy.
Everyone needs a Coco, honestly.
Yeah, everyone does need a Coco. Every time people come to our house, they're like, right, I'm getting a Coco. Like, our friends Bree and Daz, so Bree wrote our Warrior Mums workouts for Thrive Tribe. They literally come over for lunch last week and then went home and got on the waiting list for the next litter of puppies. And then they closed the waiting list after that. She said, we don't have any more dogs for 2 years. Everyone who sees Coco gets on the list.
Oh, no.
Yep. So when that litter comes up, we will actually have siblings because we're going to get a boy, Coco, so she can have a boyfriend, and they're going to have one of the other ones from the litter.
We'll have your puppy. Might be a while. But okay.
It'll be a while. Tanya is grateful for the comments about her plan here. I've de-escalated and gone from my head exploding as I only saw the plan 2 minutes before the call. I did start seeing my phone buzzing and I was like, I can't even start looking at that thread yet because I can see you posting in there. To okay. She's got a plan of attack now. Thanks, everyone. Thrive Tribe and Co to the rescue again.
We need a mascot.
We did talk about that the other day.
It's in the works.
Amy's grateful that she's finally found herself. Can you put that one up? I love that.
Yeah.
That's the best gratitude I think I've read.
Ever.
It's beautiful. I love it. Self-worth. Beautiful. Jess is grateful for her mum. I'm grateful for my parents as well. And his dad yesterday said to me, he rang me and he goes, so I saw on the visuals that Alicia was going to bring Emmy back to your house after they go out, but I've told her just to come back to my house so then you can just rest all day.
Aww.
And I was like, that's awesome. Thanks, Dad. Thank you.
Awesome.
He goes, I know how it is. I know. I totally get it. She's like, once Emmy leaves today, I'll be resting all day. Where are we up to?
Lots of
Amanda's grateful for Coco as well, and Coco's currently sitting on her lap. I'm grateful for Amanda for Coco sitting, and I love that she loves going there. Amanda's also grateful that her dad had a successful hip replacement yesterday. I didn't know that. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that went well. Tanya, yes, he's agreed to a friend for Coco, but he wants it to be a 50-50 Grudel like Coco. And we want a Coco that is not desexed. And it's very hard to find Grudels that aren't desexed. A lot of the breeders desex them before they go home at 8 weeks, which I'm not sure I agree with that. So we found out that Coco's mummy, like her human mum when she was a baby, actually has 4 dogs. So she has 2 golden retrievers and 2 poodles. So we could actually get another Coco who's not a sibling.
Good.
Yeah, but we've got to wait. So mid next year, Coco's friend will be coming. Michelle says Ayrton went for a sleepover at Granny's Thursday night and Erica on Friday night. Excellent. So you had a little bit of downtime. Tracy's grateful that she appealed her plan this time and took a gamble to use her limited core for support coordination to help with the appeal, and now all is finalised with a fantastic outcome. Now to meet with support coordination and plan how to implement it with less stress on me. Awesome. It's good to hear that support coordination's working out for people, because I didn't know too much about it before we did our NDIS Essentials calls.
No idea.
I wonder if that would help, Tanya, support coordination or an advocacy service. I know there's advocates out there that you can access. Maybe you could look at using some of the core in the plan you just got approved to appeal and get a review.
And you don't know what you don't know. Like to be honest, like I didn't know any of that stuff even existed. So like for us right now, as she goes older, like it's just great to know, to have that information if we need it. To be honest, when we fell into our situation with NDIS with her, and a woman just appeared at our house, and then we did a test, and then she told us how much we were getting. Like it was very like thrown at us, fingers and hope for the best. But the more education, the more equipped we are to get what we need for our kids.
I think as they get older too, it's even more important to advocate, because I know that the plan that Tanya has now, like some people would look at it and go, oh my God, that's amazing. But when they're adults, day programs cost a fortune, like a small fortune. We were talking the other day and talking about, if you go back and watch our Tribe Talk from Friday, and Tanya was talking about overnight respites and stuff and how much, like it's literally thousands of dollars to have overnight respite for an adult. Like it's insanity how much stuff costs. So being able to advocate, like it's almost like we're in training when our kids are little, so when they get to that stage that we can advocate. And it's so important for people like Tanya and Rob, her husband, to be able to work and do things. Like it helps the country work. When NDIS can work, it's going to help the country work, because parents can still work and they can still keep caring for kids and who are adults. Anyway, I'm sure it will work out. I'm sure it will work. Jess wrote an impact statement, Tanya, and that helped a lot with the review they put in.
We've got Louisa on YouTube.
Hi, Louisa. Michelle had a conversation with her support coordination and got that sorted too. She's now clearer on how they help her. Good. See, sometimes we just got to ask the question and get some clarity. Tanya did do that. to do an impact statement. Yeah, I think it's the assessments. They want the expert opinions, parents' expert opinions to account, because we don't know stuff about our kids.
No, we know nothing. Day to day, every day, now.
Anything else anyone wants to add before we sign off for this week? Been great to see so many of you on today.
Really good. It's Michelle Hogan saying, I'll bring her comment up now.
Realizing that I only have the mental and emotional capacity to work 1 day a week. That counts as impact. Totally.
100%.
But the thing is, you mean paid employment when you say work 1 day a week, I assume? We do lots of work. We just we don't often get paid for it, right? And I'm actually really careful when I talk to people and I ask them about work, because I know people used to say to me, do you work or are you a stay-at-home mum? And that question used to always grate me, because I'm like, well, being a stay-at-home mum is actually work. Like, it's hard work. So I say, do you work outside the home or are you a stay-at-home mum? Because I feel like it recognises that they both work.
I noted that you used that the other day. I forget who we were speaking to, but I was like, that's actually a really great way to put it, because so often, do you work? Oh, okay. It's so easy to discount staying at home, and it's like such a full-on job.
Sometimes I think last week, the week before, I went to teacher day and Richie was staying home when the kids are both sick, and I was like, oh, I get the better end of the deal today. I get the easier job today.
100%.
Yeah. Tanya, she did have a letter from the day service, but obviously not enough. No, they want the OT, speechies, that type of stuff, I think. We usually get one from Emmy's care service, and the OT, the speech therapist, her RDI therapist, basically anyone that has anything to do with Imogen, we get them to write a report.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to overwhelm you with the amount of reports that I like that.
The paperwork, honestly.
Yeah. All right. Well, we might leave it there. I'm about to go on a road trip. So thanks for joining us this early on a Sunday, because I couldn't do it later. So enjoy the second week of holidays for New South Wales peeps. Enjoy back to school, Victorians. Got my fingers crossed for you. Hope your ISO is going well. We're thinking of you all down there. Don't forget to tune in to our other calls. So we have Wednesday's Flip It. That will be with me this week, because Tanya is working. I may be on a train, so I may be on the run, but we will still do it. So it's 2:00 on Wednesday. On Friday night, we'll have our Connect call, and we'll do our Tribe Talks on Friday as well. So lots coming up as usual. And don't forget to register for 11:11.
Yeah.
That's going to be starting next week. Anything else you want to add?
No, all good. Actually, quickly with the 11:11 thing. So if you do invite a friend, it's all on that one link that I sent through. If you've got any questions, let me know. But it would be great if you could put the names of the people that you have referred. It's all in a video I posted, but just in case, just so that our admin can go through and take a look closer to the launch date. Like I said, we trust you all and know that you would do the right thing, but we just need to make sure it's all
functioning.
It's all functioning. And there is a code there for you to then be able to access the project for free if you've done that. So reach out if you've got any questions, but it should be pretty easy.
All right. Awesome. All right. I'm going to go for a drive with the kids. Wish me luck. Hopefully I'm still sane by the time I get there.
Bye. See you guys.
All right. Bye.